on. And I think we're live. So, hey everybody, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Today is Tuesday, July 13th, and I have two very special guests here.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking to see where the special guests are.
They're over there. I'm not pointing at the hippos. I have Katy and Vikki with me from their YouTube channel, Katy and Vikki, and I guess you're more known for your Boss Up Face Up group.
Sure.
Your Facebook group. Just to be fair to my subscribers, I have had one hell of a day. So,
well, this is like your last live show you're doing before you break, right?
Yeah. We were just talking before we went live, but the viewers can know too. When you do a long distance move and you use a moving company, they drive the truck. They give you like a 2 to 3 day window on when they can come get your stuff, and you don't get that exact date until like a day or two before. So if we're still here next Tuesday, Casey and I will be going live from an empty living room.
Oh, okay.
So it probably will be going live from here, maybe motel. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to have it in me to go live next Tuesday because it's going to be, but we're down to 6 days left in Pittsburgh. So I'm a little discombobulated.
You can do it.
But Katy and Vikki are here to tell us about something really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We don't have a lot of people in here yet, so we're going to riff for a minute before we get in.
All right.
What's a riff?
Okay, let's do this.
Robert is here first, and Cheryl's here. I take these off because I don't like the way the light, I feel like I can't make eye contact with my
I hear you. I had to wear glasses like last week, and it drives me crazy because we have a ring light here, and it just reflects, and it's really annoying. But yeah, I see some of our peeps are in the chat here. I'm sure some of them, we probably have some crossover.
We have cross-pollination.
When it comes, that's gross. When it comes to who watches our channels, I'm sure we've got some overlap.
Yeah.
See Cheryl. Cheryl likes it when I get really close to my microphone and talk to her like this, especially when she's wearing headphones. Hi, Cheryl.
Yes, you are. I've actually been told by a lot of my viewers that they listen to me and they fall asleep, and I should do ASMR.
Oh, yeah.
If they listen to you and fall asleep, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but
it is. But I could do like a show on serial killers where I talk very quietly about Ted Bundy.
You could
and his yellow Volkswagen.
You could talk on NPR.
Hey guys, welcome to the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel.
Hey guys, welcome in everyone.
Hi everybody in the chat.
Bill and David are here, guys. That's Gnome and the Frog there. They have wrench. They are admins because they are important people. They're two of my favorite humans in the whole world.
And they are going to be there with us in Vegas, I believe, in October.
They are. They're coming.
Yeah, we need to figure out how we can make Fremont even more exciting than them getting engaged.
Right. Who's going to top a live proposal on Fremont Street?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you two could get married.
Not on Fremont Street.
No.
I'm not getting engaged. No, thank you.
We've had a couple people suggest that we should get married at our event, and I'm like we were just talking before the show started about stress, and I told her there's no way we're adding that on top of the event.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
So that Vikki could freak out and cancel everything the day of the event or something and tell everybody to go home.
It's true. She knows me well.
It's like, no, that's all right.
I don't want to do this anymore. You go back to Oregon.
See ya.
All right. I think we got enough people here to get into the meat of the show, as I like to call it, the meat. So we're here to tell you about a very special event, and I will let the girls tell you about it.
Yeah, so last year in 2020, before the world ended for an entire year, if you guys remember, eBay Open did not have a live event scheduled for 2020 because they were kind of taking a break and they were doing it virtual anyway. And so we were like, oh, well, why don't we just do our own event? Well, we don't need eBay. We don't need stinking eBay to put on an event. Come on. And all of us look forward to eBay Open every year because we like to come together with our friends, our reseller friends, and hang out in Vegas and have a good time. Mm-hmm. And so we just thought, well, why don't we just do our own event? And so we put all this work into the beginning stages of planning our Boss Reseller Remix. And we had some people say to us, well, aren't you a little worried about this whole coronavirus thing going on? And we were like, it's going to be, it's not.
It's going to blow over super
fast.
Couple
months, summertime, it's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine.
No big deal.
Yeah, so that didn't happen. So
we were wrong.
So you were all locked up for a year.
You're a little bit wrong.
So we're a little crazy now.
2020 was the year that never happened for a lot of us. So we decided once again this year, whether eBay was doing an event or not, and AKA they're not doing a live in-person event. They are doing eBay Open virtually again this year. So we decided that this is the year to have our in-person live reseller event.
Yes. And it's not an eBay event. There's going to be a lot of eBay people there, of course, because the majority of the people that are part of our audience and kind of our community group, they are eBay sellers, but the event itself is it's more just online reselling in general. So if you're somebody who doesn't sell on eBay or maybe just start dabbling in it, but your focus is Poshmark or Instagram or Grilled or Macari or something like that, you can still get a lot out of this event because I think there's only going to be one session that's specifically eBay. Mm-hmm. But basically, it's going to be a reseller conference in Vegas
for 3 days.
For 3 days. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot of amazing people there to present. We are making it very seller centric. For anyone who's ever been to an eBay Open or some of these reseller events, it tends to be a lot of people who work for the platforms standing there kind of telling you things that are going on or telling you about this program or that program. And to me, the more exciting part is to actually hear from other sellers. And I think that's a lot more interesting and a lot more inspiring. And so it is going to be much more seller centric. A lot of sellers are going to be on stage doing a lot of the panels and presentations. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah. So one of the things that we wanted to focus on, in addition to it being very seller centric, is for it to be a reseller event that is going to help you take your business to the next level. And for a lot of people, that might mean just making more of a profit working the same amount of hours. And in fact, we all want to work smarter, not harder, right? So that's like the bottom line. Mm-hmm. So we're planning on trying to teach a lot of things and have a lot of people that are going to teach on different topics that are going to help you excel within your business. This is not just a commercial for a bunch of people to talk about themselves or their products or selling a course or things like that. And not that there's anything wrong with that. That's just not the focus of this event. Yeah. None of our speakers are being compensated for being there, just so you know. They're all coming because they just like us and they want to be part of something and be part of the reseller community and hang out and teach other resellers. Yeah. And I think that that's a really important thing to note.
Yes. Well, and I think that, one of the thing about these in-person events, I mean, it's great that they're doing the virtual stuff because it does open up the access to a lot more people that can't necessarily make a trip to another state. There's some costs that go into that. You got to buy your tickets, you got to fly there, drive there, you got to have a hotel room, but there's nothing like being able to actually be in person and be around other sellers. It's hard to describe to people. And I'm sure Star, you've experienced the same thing. It's just exciting. It's exciting. There's something really cool about being around your own tribe of people where everybody kind of gets what you're all about. They know the same frustrations. They know the same excitements. They kind of get you in a way that other people in your social circle who don't sell just don't understand.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts is when you have a bunch of sellers at eBay Open all in one room and everybody's phones are going cha-ching, 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 right? All around the room. That's and fun. We know what that means. So we get excited for each other. Like even when I visit Bill and David, if I'm sitting around their living room and my phone goes cha-ching, they could look over at me and they're like, congrats.
What'd you sell?
And people outside of our community hear that cha-ching and they're like, and I'm
that's
like,
annoying.
You guys
That's
are
gonna be one thing
weird.
to note. Yeah, we're going to be having a reseller event that there are going to be over 300 resellers in one room, and we don't want you to turn your phones off. We want to hear the cha-chings while people are sitting in the classroom and learning and talking. Now, please don't be picking up your phone and talking on the phone. That's just rude. But we want to hear your platforms. We want to hear the sales. I think that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I just feel like, it's always super inspiring, and you leave a reseller event kind of excited about where you're going to go with your business next and inspired by other people. And so to me, that when we would go to eBay Open, that was kind of the best part, was interacting with the other sellers, and the
energy
sessions were
crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the best part, really. Like a lot of people came into this eBay world and reselling world from many, many different walks of life, right? We've all had previous jobs and previous careers for the most part. And most of us, or some of us at least, have attended business conferences of some kind in the past. I was a mortgage broker for years. I went to mortgage banking conventions and conferences. And let me tell you, they're dry as paste. Most conferences are not fun to attend. They're usually fun if you know a few people and you can do some networking and hanging out after the daily sessions. But this type of thing is fun the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about these reseller conferences. And one good thing to note is this is the only live in-person reseller event in the entire country happening this entire year.
Yeah.
There is no Ecom Chicago. There is no eBay Live. There is no eBay Open. There are no
Posh conference, though, isn't there?
There is a Posh conference.
Yeah,
yes.
Posh Fest.
Yes. So I should say no eBay centric.
Posh is in Orlando. I'm actually thinking about going to that also.
I'll be
She's
there.
going, so you should go.
I'll be there.
Go hang out.
Katy and Vikki do have a YouTube channel. If you look down in the description box, I have their YouTube channel. I have their Boss Up face group. I can't even speak English.
She's tired, guys.
Boss face group.
I always say Boss Up.
It's a face group.
And I got the link to the reseller remix and then also the Instagram for that. So we're going to look at that on a screen share in just a minute, and it will answer all your guys' questions about when and how much. But I wanted to address, Vikki, you're going to Posh Fest.
I am.
I'm trying to talk Casey into going because that's the beginning of October.
So
and
Posh Fest
is in Florida.
Yeah, I think it's the 8th or 9th or the 9th and the 10th. So I am going. Anybody that knows me, and I know that most of your viewers don't know me, but there are a few of them, know that I hate Poshmark. Hate it. I am the anti-Posher. I've always hated Poshmark. But because I use a service called List Perfectly, which I know Star also promotes and talks about and uses as well, I've been using List Perfectly to be on Poshmark for the last 18 months or so, full-fledged a little over a year. And I'm probably going to make $30,000 on Poshmark this year. And it's very, very part-time. And I never would have even touched it if I hadn't had this software. So I'm actually going to Posh Fest with List Perfectly as an anti-posher to hang out with Clara and talk about my experience using selling on the platform. So,
well, even if I decide not to go to the actual event, I will make it down to Orlando to at least see you.
Yeah,
there you go.
Because Orlando is only going to be 40 minutes from where we're going to be.
Yeah, I was definitely going to reach out to you guys anyway. I am there with Perfectly, so I don't know that my time is entirely my own, but some of it will be for sure. So I will definitely see you guys.
We'll have to make an effort to at least meet up for dinner.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I would love to see Claire and Amanda too. I'll see them in Vegas, but
yes.
I haven't seen them since I met them. Well, we met them at eBay Open.
Yeah,
you already knew them, so. In August of 2019, you started using List Perfectly, or you were on board and you at least knew them.
Yep.
Casey and I met them at that meetup at the Skyfall, and they were so cute because they were so shy and they were
nervous.
Two of them at that time, and they had one ticket to open, and they were sharing the badge, going back and forth inside to talk to sellers because they could only at that time afford one badge, and they're like a multi-employee conglomerate.
They're huge now.
They were putting every dime of their own money into building the platform and building the product and the service, which I find super admirable. They're fantastic. I could talk all day about Clara and Amanda.
Yes,
I think only Clara's going to Poshmark, but they will both Clara and Amanda will be at the Boss Reseller Remix.
Yep.
So,
and they were so nervous. And I think Casey told them, well, we're drinking tonight, but we're definitely interested. We want to talk to you when we're sober. So we met up with them outside of the event so we could talk to both of them at the same time. And it was Casey and I and Sydney and Jamie. You guys mostly know him for his ties.
Mm-hmm.
And who else was there? Well, Keith, but Keith wasn't even there. I don't even remember if Keith was there or not. Was this 2019?
It was 2019.
He wasn't there because he wasn't
there.
And they were like, well, we're brand new. We don't know anybody. And Casey and I and Sydney were like, well, we have followings. We have YouTubes. And they're like, well, we'll give you guys affiliates if you'll help promote us. And then you guys were promoting them. And they just the product speaks for itself. Look,
it exploded.
Was perfectly
it
all
exploded. Really. Yeah, they're fantastic. So
they're going to be involved in the Reseller Remix. They're actually sponsoring the big party. So the last night, Thursday night, we're going to have a big party. There's going to be a band. There's going to be a DJ. It's going to be catered. And that's going to be sponsored by List Perfectly. And they're also giving us like 3 laptops to give away. So we're going to have a bunch of different prizes throughout the week, some big prizes. So like I said, 3 laptops.
And big swag. We can have some good swag.
So the band, is it who I think it is?
What's that?
The band.
Well, the band. Okay, so our
DJ.
Venue. No, we have a band.
Oh, we do have a band too.
She keeps forgetting about the band. I think the band is the best part because the event that we're having the event at the Blind Center of Nevada, which is a really, really cool organization, and the building. They rent it out for events, but they also do their stuff there. And they're also they also have an eBay store they sell that helps raise money for their organization. But they have a band of dudes who are all either blind or vision impaired.
Mm-hmm.
And they're called the Broken Spectacles. And I think that's an awesome band name.
Aww.
Anyway, they're going to be playing the beginning of the party, and then we'll have a DJ who's also a friend of ours who's super cool. But for the actual content of the week, I think is going to be really awesome. We've got Mark II coming, who is.
We're going to go over it.
Well, do you want me to put up the screen share now?
Yeah, for sure. We have a lot of great speakers. Not everybody is on the site yet. We still have probably 5 or 6 more people that we're just working the details out to be able to get them up on the page. But we've got some really cool.
Hey, I know those people.
Hey, look at us. We're cute.
You guys are cute.
Yeah, that's us. And then there's Teresa Cox. So she's actually the one who created the Boss Facebook group. And she is putting this event on with us. So it's the 3 of us that have that are taking this whole thing on and trying to figure out our first event ever together. So it's been super fun so far. And so Dom Hollins, I don't know if you met Dom when you were at eBay Open Star.
I did, but it was very brief. She had a ton of people around her.
Yeah, I swear, like of all the eBay people, she doesn't work for eBay anymore, but of all the eBay people, she was seriously the hardest one to actually be able to talk to because everybody wants to talk to Dom. When Dom's around, everybody wants to talk to her. She's super fun, super cool, and she's just one of those people that draws you in and makes you feel super important and special when you're talking to her. And so we just knew she would be the perfect and only choice to MC our event, and we're super grateful and excited that she actually said yes, because we feel like she's the one who's going to kind of set the tone for the week. So we're pretty excited about having her.
Yeah, I did get to meet her and talk to her for a couple minutes, but there was like a line waiting for her.
She's extremely charismatic and has just a great infectious positive personality. So I think that having somebody that is super upbeat and fun and lively as an MC is going to be great. So
yeah, for sure.
And here's Mark II.
So Mark II, most of us that are resellers that watch YouTube probably know who Mark II is.
Probably use him to do their taxes.
A lot of us use him to do our taxes. I know Katie and I both do. I know Teresa does, and several of the people in our group. Mark is Not Your Dad's CPA. For those of you that don't know, he is an online reseller that is also a CPA, and he specializes in doing taxes for resellers and online entrepreneurs. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he really is.
Super fantastic, super easy. And what he's going to do is come and talk to us about some pretty common questions that have to do with reselling and being a reseller and tax organization and things like that. And he'll be there to answer questions as well.
Yep.
So he's going to be a great speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Trish, I love Trish.
Oh, she's
Everybody
awesome.
loves Trish.
She's fantastic. I saw her both years I went to Open, and she is just fun, energetic, really nice, really smart, really just I like being around her. She puts off a good vibe.
She's great.
Absolutely. She's super cool.
So she's one of our dear friends, and we absolutely love her for all of those reasons you just said. But on top of being a fantastic person that you just want to be around, she's a very successful reseller.
She does it completely differently than either one of us do. So her her business model is totally different, and she's very successful at it.
So she's going to be there talking about hiring and scaling up your business and how to hire and how to interview and how to train. A lot of things that people are interested in doing and don't quite know where to begin. Or if you don't know where to begin, she's going to have some great tips on that.
All right. And the next person's a nerd.
No, totally.
Whatever. This guy, nobody
nerd.
knows who he is. He's totally a nobody, but
I think he stole somebody's YouTube plaque.
I think he did too. I think it was mine. Just kidding. So that's Casey, guys. Everyone knows who Casey is. Rockstar Flipper, super successful reseller, and he just happens to be our best friend and our business partner.
And your moving assistant.
Yes, and my moving assistant. So Casey is our business partner in the wholesale side of our business. Our eBay and all that is separate, but the wholesale we do partner with Casey. And
we're super happy to have Casey come because we've been friends with Casey for a few years now. I met him back in 2017, the first time I was at eBay Open, and he has just become a really good friend of ours. And as obviously Star, when he has his friends, he's a very loyal friend, and he loves to see his friends succeed, and he will do anything to help you do that.
Very genuine, very genuine. I love Casey. He is a cocky sumbitch, and and we all know that. But deep down, he's a big marshmallow, and he absolutely would do anything for people that he cares about. If you're in his circle, if you're in his circle, then you are very fortunate to know him as your friend.
Yeah, and even people he doesn't know, he gives a lot of his time and energy to help other people be more successful in their businesses.
He really does, and we wouldn't be where we are without him. Although, like you said, he's cocky. I see him as more like an obnoxious little brother, but
I always call him a bro. Stop being a bro.
I always call him Broham. So next we have Wade. I love Wade. I'll let you guys talk about Wade.
Well, I mean, I hear that Keith is a big fan of Wade. They're bros.
Keith and Wade are bros. For those of you who don't know, Keith is actually real. He doesn't get on camera. He doesn't take photos. He doesn't do social events, but he did go to one eBay Open with me. And he sat by himself at Skyfall. Like, he made it an effort to stay away from everyone else and just sit and drink his Mountain Dews because he also doesn't drink alcohol. Well, occasionally Casey can get him to have a drink, but Wade just went over and sat, and he's like, "Hey, bro," put his arm around him. He's like, "Can I buy you a drink?" And Keith's like, "Well, I don't drink Mountain Dew." And they just became like the best of friends. So Wade is someone that I respect a lot because at the time, Keith and I were nobodies. Wade was huge on YouTube. Everyone knew who he was. And he was so down to earth, and he had time for people that weren't necessarily going to do anything for him. So he's very down to earth, and he doesn't care if you have a YouTube or not. He's going to be your friend.
Yeah, he's another one like Casey. We feel is you're going to sense a theme through some of the people that we've asked to be in this group with us. We haven't asked people to be part of this because of some type of social media presence or online following or popularity contest. Although some of the people that we've asked are fairly popular to have followings, it's more because we want to provide a genuine experience with genuine people. And Wade is one of those people. He's another person that is extremely kind and genuine and
generous with his time.
Generous with his time and his knowledge. And he was got on the phone with him, and my very first question is, so do you want to come to Vegas? Yes. I didn't even get the full sentence out. I didn't have to tell him why. He's like, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
He's very down to earth, and his wife is fantastic too.
He's coming, and he's bringing his mom as well, which apparently is very exciting for some people.
Mom, yes, I met her. I love her too.
Yeah, so he's bringing the whole family. So we're really excited, and we're also, we're for people who don't want to only hear about eBay stuff. That's one of the cool things about Wade is his focus isn't really so much eBay anymore. He's doing a lot with the storage lockers and doing online auctions through YouTube. So that's also something that we're wanting to see a lot at this conference is kind of giving people a chance to think about like other ways that they can branch out to, whether it's cross-posting to different platforms or trying out new methods of selling. And he's been really successful doing that with his YouTube auctions. So I think it's going to be cool to kind of hear from him how that works and how he's been able to find success doing it.
And I was going to say, speaking of platforms other than eBay, here's Sydney.
So we have Sydney, who is going to be on a platform and is going to be one of our Posh speakers. And we're going to be having her talk about Poshmark and cross-posting and how cross-posting has brought her to eBay and Macari now, where she was specifically a Poshmark seller. So she's going to be doing a little bit of an interactive panel along with a couple of other sellers that have yet to be announced. Talking with List Perfectly, and but instead of this being a big commercial for List Perfectly where they talk about their service, which we've all heard about, there is opportunity for them to do that in the vendor area. But we're going to be having them interview actual users of List Perfectly and talk about how using their software has helped them grow, which I think is a little bit more informative and realistic. So
absolutely. Oh, what happened?
I'm checking out the comments real quick just to be sure. Nerd. I'm sure Robert's talking to me when he says nerd. Our postal guy calls me a nerd.
So yeah, we're super excited to see Sydney, and she's very, adorable. She's another super sweet reseller. She's the cutest thing. Just look at her.
I have I've been on vacations with her, and she's been here and slept on my couch before. So I can attest that she's very sweet. She knows what she's doing. And in fact, I would have given up on Posh back in 2018 if it wasn't
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember her pushing.
Yep, she's like, just stay with it. And then when see, this is becoming a List Perfectly commercial. But I'm telling you, if it wasn't for List Perfectly, I think so many of us would have given up on cross-posting.
There is just going to be, so just to clarify, there will just be one List Perfectly session, and that'll be that panel that will have Sydney and some other resellers on it. And it's not going to be about selling List Perfectly, but we are going to have Claire and Amanda help present that. I know. About that. Okay. I know you did. I'm just clarifying. I heard you say it. I just wanted to clarify that is the only session that the topic is going to be covering some of List Perfectly.
Yeah, and it'll be about we've got wholesale and storage auctions with Wade, and we've got wholesale from Casey and someone else. We'll get down to her in a minute.
So this is our friend Lori. Lori is an eBay Shine Award winner, just like Katy, and she is a minister for her parish. She runs an eBay division, a very large eBay division that helps fund a nonprofit, which is a food pantry in the Atlanta area. And she is very big about teaching other people how to use eBay to fund other causes, whether it's through nonprofit or through some other type of business that you can use an eBay side hustle, or as a portion of your business, you can use eBay to help fund other projects. Yep. And one of them being in her, her favorite thing is her charity that she works for. So I'm super excited to have Lori. She is another one of those people, a lot like Dom, who is our MC. Lori is someone that just exudes good energy, good light, good positivity, and you just want to be around her.
Yeah. You get pulled into her orbit. Also, she has an eBay store that they've got like several employees that run that store, but they also have a program they do. I think they've done like 3 of them now, where they bring in, I think they're all like middle school, high school kids, and they teach them how to sell on eBay so they can start being more independent and making their own money and learning about business. It's pretty cool.
That's really
she
cool.
happens to be in the Atlanta area, and where she lives, it is a little bit of a disenfranchised area, or where she works, I should say. And so she is going into some of these schools where, you know, not all these kids have great positive role models in their lives. And maybe this is a way for them to learn that there's something outside of school and outside of the life and that they have around them. So she gives them opportunities to help advance themselves. And I think it's fantastic.
Yep, it's really cool.
That's really awesome. I like that a lot. I'm going to have to make sure I talk to her. Plus, Keith's sister is moving to the Atlanta area about a month after we moved to Florida.
Wow.
Well, we just went to visit her in April, and we hung out and worked with her for a few days at her food pantry and in her eBay store, and we had a lot of fun. She's fantastic, and she works with a bunch of fantastic people.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to her. Yeah. If anyone cares, Keith's sister is going to neuropsychology. So she'll be doing what Dom, Primetime Treasure, does. Okay. So she's going down there for her PhD in Athens. All right. But she's always looking for charities to connect with. So I'm going to have to talk to her.
Whoa. I don't know who that is.
We'll just skip right past her. She's nobody.
We are super excited. You know, I was bugging you for a while to commit to coming to this, which I know, you know, it was kind of tough for you to make any big decisions when you are doing all this planning to move in another week and you're getting out of the house and all these things that are super stressful and up in the air. And but you came through and you are, you know, you forgave me for being such a nagger and bugging you all the time. So you are coming and we're super excited about that. And because hanging out on Fremont Street wouldn't be the same without you, Star.
Oh, thanks.
We're actually going to have you on a panel of people who are involved in kind of leading in the community. It's going to be all about community. There might be somebody from eBay community there to be on the panel. We're still kind of working on crafting these sessions and everything, but my vision of the panel that you're going to be on, it's all going to be about building community and kind of how, you know, community and networking and, you know, building relationships with other sellers can actually help you grow your businesses, which is pretty evident in the fact that you have a business with Casey now. And we're doing this little adventure with Teresa. So it's like, it's not just about hanging out with people and having fun. A lot of times it really can help you to grow and take things to another level that you wouldn't have done on your own.
Yeah. So
because my Facebook group really focuses on it's small and it's intimate, but I always tell people it's one of the few reseller groups you can go to where there's no negativity, there's no drama.
Correct.
Everyone is super nice to each other and really willing to help. And you could be a total noob and ask a total newbie stupid question. Well, there are no stupid questions in my group. But where you would be ridiculed in other groups, people in my group will just hold your hand and help you through it.
Exactly. And we try to run our group in a very similar manner with no negativity, we just don't allow it. So I like that. So part of what we're going to be talking about in the community panel is different versions of community, whether that's going to be, you know, a local meetup, a small reseller group, a large group, you know, all that type of things. There's different ways to represent community and to get involved in your community. And you are going to be one of our speakers about that. Let's see. Do we have anybody else?
Oh yeah, we got more people.
Oh, okay. We'll move on. We don't need to talk about her.
So we got Jesse and Austin Smith. They are young brothers here in Vegas who they sell vintage and current streetwear. They have an actual brick and mortar store, but they also sell on multiple platforms. And I think they're super inspiring. I buy a lot of my inventory from them. We have a very, I think, a pretty good friendship and sort of like a business partnership, I guess you would call it, business relationship. But they're just babies. They're 22 and 25, and their store's been open now for 4 years. So they've been doing it since they were even more babies. And
they're super successful.
And they're really successful. And they do a lot on Instagram. And they each bought their first houses this year, which just from their businesses, which is amazing. And they got their start with eBay because their mom was doing eBay back in the 90s. And so when they were 4 and 6 years old, they were like helping her do stuff with her business. So I think they have a really great story, and they're pretty, I think they'll be inspiring for a lot of people.
That's
Yeah.
really, I like to see young people.
The median sale price for a single family home in Las Vegas is about $370,000. So these two babies just bought two new houses in reselling. So that just gives you an idea of how it's, they're doing
What's
really
possible,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, I love to see when young people are succeeding and being responsible. Because when I was 22, I can tell you.
I know, seriously. Seriously.
You're fantastic.
Yep.
I went to work at the nursing home and then I partied all weekend. That was all I did. The paycheck to paycheck.
So Barry, he's Afro Vintage on Instagram. He's a really cool guy. And we actually met him because he watched our YouTube show and then introduced himself to us back in 2019. We ran into him at an estate sale. And he had just kind of gotten started in the previous year then. And he's actually the one who introduced us to Jesse and Austin from Yesterday's Fits. Mm-hmm. And so they're going to be on a panel together and they're kind of on the opposite ends. You've got these two really young guys who have just jumped into life swinging and already have it all figured out apparently. And then, Barry, who's older than us, and he just started doing this a few years ago and is finding big success on Instagram and building his business through there and selling bundles and bulk sales to other sellers and kind of building his business that way. And he's great with networking and connecting people, which is why I'm really excited to have him there.
Okay, we've talked so much about List Perfectly and Amanda.
Yeah, they're cool. They're super cool.
They're super cool. They will both be there. List Perfectly is one of the major sponsors of our event, and they're sponsoring the big fun party, which is the last night of the event. So we've talked about them a ton. We don't need to spend too much time on there. They're going to be there. They're going to have some live demonstrations in a separate room, separate from the conference itself, where we have all our vendors set up. And they're also going to be helping lead a panel.
Yep.
Just one small thing I'd like to add. Amanda is the coder. So she's like the new computer girl of the group. And Clara deals more with the business side and customer service.
And what's crazy about Amanda, though, is it's not like, oh, she was a coder and decided to make List Perfectly. It was like, oh, there was a problem. They wanted to improve their business. So she taught herself to code.
Yes, she taught herself how to code.
Who's just like, well, I want to do this. I'm just going to teach myself to code and create this whole empire. It's crazy.
He's a very smart nerd, and I mean that with nerd is a good word coming.
Nerd is not a bad thing, let me tell you.
But it's not like she got a degree in like computer science and coding. It's like she taught herself to code. It's crazy.
Nerds rule the world. Let me tell you.
Keith is a huge nerd, and he teaches himself everything on the computer. So, all right, we'll go down here. Oh, there's Dougie.
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie. I met him on sorry, I'm real excited because I really like Doug. I went to some class at eBay Open that had, I can't remember the girl's name. I remember Dougie, and I still follow her on Instagram, but I'm having a brain fart. But she does a lot of Instagram and social media panels. And I went to her class at eBay Open, and Dougie was there with her, and he worked for eBay at the time. But
we have two former eBay employees that are coming to our event.
Yeah, we just snagged all the best ones and got them to come. We're excited about Doug because he was a member of the eBay community team. And so for us, going to any reseller event put on by eBay, you always would be looking for Doug because he would be there, and he's such a friendly guy, and he's so nice. And so now he's a part of the Seller Community podcast with Liz, who's also a friend of ours. And so we're really excited to have them there. They're going to have their own little area where they're going to be actually recording some stuff for their podcast. So hopefully, any of you guys who decide to come and participate in this event with us, you might be able to get on their podcast, and they're going to have like a little Seller Community podcast lounge. And so it's just going to be really fun. So they're just going to be around. They're fun people. I think the whole vibe of this event is going to be super positive, super fun. Everybody's going to be excited to be around everybody. It's all going to be about building each other up and just having fun, and also being a bunch of weirdos.
So to talk about the brass tacks, like some people have asked, like that. Some people have asked, how much is the event? So it is a 3-day reseller conference, and it's $295 is the ticket price. The tickets are for sale on the website, which is linked below, which we were just showing you. That has the speakers listed. It has where it is. hotels that are close by that we would recommend, all that good stuff.
I would be sharing it, but I apparently can't use the computer.
Apparently, I don't know what's happening, but yeah. So
here's tickets. They are limited in quantity, 280 only.
Yep. And we have sold a good portion of tickets already. So if you are thinking about this, 280 tickets is not a lot. We are limited by capacity at this venue.
Mm-hmm.
So we have decided to do this pretty small the first time around.
Yeah.
The cool thing about it being limited in size is that you are going to get a lot of FaceTime with a lot of people there. And so it's really, we've talked about it with Teresa and between the two of us about kind of what we want this event to look like and to feel like. And we want every single person that chooses to spend their money and take the time to come to Vegas and be a part of it. We want to make sure that you have an excellent time, that you feel like you're listened to, that you feel like you're important. And we are making that our mission, that you don't regret it coming at all, and you're going to want to come again the next year, because you're just going to have such a great time, and you're going to feel like it's brought a lot of value to your lives and to your businesses.
That's good.
That's the plan.
Yep. So what's included in the ticket price is admission, beverage, and snack service for all 3 days. I'm not screen sharing, am I?
No, okay. You can keep reading.
Per hour at the Hippo Hut every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. You'll get admission to the fully catered party with a cash bar. I don't disagree with having a cash bar. I feel like having a free bar is just asking for trouble.
Yeah, it's going to be very affordable. Though. It's not going to be like strip prices.
Strip club
I was going to say strip clubs.
Strip prices are pretty high.
Prices where you go in and you pay $15 for a drink. It's
normal priced bar drinks.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, because we are small sellers, we are putting this on ourselves. This is our funding. Let's be real. We don't have eBay's money. We can't do open bar. We can't. You people can drink.
It's generally not a great idea to do an open bar.
It's asking for trouble.
Yeah, but drink up, and it's going to be a really fun time. And we also have, I mentioned a couple times Fremont. It's kind of become, I guess 2 times over 2 years is a tradition enough. Where at eBay Open, Casey was usually the one that was leading the way, and we'd all pick a night where we go and hang out on Fremont. And
were you there when he did the shot with the scorpion in it?
We were
right outside.
We were outside. We were there though.
That was the year that Keith was there, and you guys don't remember him.
Nope.
I don't know if I don't think you introduced him to us or anything.
Well, he's so quiet. He just kind of fades into the background, but he is over 6 foot tall. He's like Casey's height, and he looks like a huge nerd. I don't know how you missed him.
That would have been 2018. But yes, we did that 2018 and 2019. And so then we're just going to make it an official part of our event. So Wednesday night is going to be like Fremont night, because our venue is actually about 2 miles from downtown Las Vegas, which is where the Fremont area is. And so everybody who is coming is getting hotel rooms like in that area, because it's a very compact area. If you ever go to the Vegas Strip, everything's very far apart. You think you can walk from one casino to the next, and the reality is it takes like an hour to get to the next one. On Fremont, it's all together, and it's like it can take you like 10 minutes to walk past like 10 casinos. It's pretty cool, and so that's where tons of people are down there. There's live music every night. They've got like 3 stages, I think, with bands and everything. It's really, really fun. And so Wednesday night is going to be like our official Fremont night. We're all going to go down. I think we were talking about maybe meeting up at Container Park, which is a really cool place. And basically just infiltrating the Fremont experience.
300 people taking over Fremont. There'll be another 1,000 people there, a couple thousand.
So I'm going to share the screen again real quick, because I want help from people that are going to be there. Help me find my best friend on Fremont. Now, Casey might have a best friend that, is a little different than mine, if you've ever seen the pictures of Casey with the guy in the thong. But this was my best friend.
Okay, there you go.
This was on Fremont Street, and now for my own personal self, like my own personal tradition, it's like I have to find Michael Myers every year and get my picture with him, Or I'll settle for Pennywise because I found Pennywise
is there now. Pennywise has been there now.
Well, that's what I love about too. Is it's like all the weirdos are out there because that's where all the buskers are. The people who will take like that. Those people will take pictures with you, and you pay them $1 or whatever to get your picture taken. But there's all kinds of different interpretations of what entertainment is, and so you see a lot of kind of crazy stuff down there. And it's
people watching's insane.
It's like the black sheep of Vegas. You know, it's like so to us, when we have friends come to visit and they want to go do touristy stuff, we take them to Fremont, not to the Strip. It's really fun.
So
you gave me a bracelet there, and I took
Vegas, by the way, for those of you that don't know.
Casey's like, don't take that bracelet. Take it off right now. I guess this guy was looking to hire prostitutes.
Good job.
Which it's legal there, by the way. Sex work is legal there, which is, if that's what you want to do, good for you. You probably make more money than I do.
It's not legal in Vegas proper, actually. It is legal in
Clark County, right?
Yeah, it's not legal in Clark County or Vegas proper, which is not Clark County. That's, but it is legal not very far outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
But it's still.
But he gave me a bracelet, which I guess, I don't know. Casey said it meant something, and I was like, well, you know, like I said, if you want to do sex work, again, you probably make more money than I do, and good for you, but
whole other conversation.
Not for me.
So Wednesday night we're going to hang out on Fremont Street. One of the things that we're doing that's super fun, we think, is that on Tuesday it's kind of a half day. It's going to be registration and then a couple of welcoming sessions and things like that. But Thursday and Friday are the
Wednesday and Thursday are the 2 full day sessions. And those days we are bringing in a bunch of gourmet food trucks for people for lunch so that people have a lot of different options to choose from. It's going to be good. And as someone mentioned before, if you've been to Vegas to go to eBay Open, they've had it in July, which it's July right now. It's 110 to 120 degrees every day. That's not an exaggeration. It was 117 degrees when I was there in 2017. It was crazy. It's hot. So we're going to do it in October, and it's going to be perfect. It's going to be magical weather. October weather in Vegas is the best. April and October, the 2 months out of the year that are the golden months. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So you're going to be coming. The pools will still be open at the casinos. And Vegas will still be 80-ish degrees around that time. So,
yeah, they're not lying. I'm from Arizona originally, and I remember some 120-degree days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. So, anyway, I think we covered just about everything. I don't know if anybody has questions for us.
Yeah, if you guys have questions, ask away while you have us here. I don't know what accent that is, but it's something.
What is that? I don't know where that came from. Oh, you have us here.
Well, you have us here.
Honestly, it's going to be a super, super fun time.
Yeah. Keith is invisible. He is. He would be if he could just like slink away.
But like, here's the thing. In 2018, we barely knew you. And so I don't know that you would have introduced us to Keith, or if we would have been paying attention, or
that would have been Casey's job, so he failed.
Okay.
Then he introduced me. Well, maybe he was just like recognizing that Keith just is anti-social.
I remember that we hung out with Jason and Jess Deason a lot that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I was hanging out mostly with Caitlin.
Yeah.
Which is Casey's fiance, for those of you that don't know. And Casey did the shot with the scorpion in it, and then
because we were like in a different place, and then we came over there and we're outside.
We went up to the bar on the escalator, and you guys were at a table with Robin and Trish, and I was at a table with Caitlin and Sydney, and Casey was bouncing back and forth.
Yep.
And so Keith was somewhere, God knows. He's really nice. He's just not a social person. He just doesn't do events. So just to be fair, to let y'all know ahead of time, for those of you that were looking forward to finding out that Keith is real, he is most likely not coming with me.
All right.
I'll probably be coming by myself.
But we're going to come to Florida someday, and we will.
I'm going to come knock on your door.
We're going to put some eyes on Keith, and we're just going to make sure everything's okay.
Keith, blink if she's keeping you captive.
Blink twice if you need out.
Blink 3 times if you're not really Keith and you're an actor she hired. He isn't real. That's what a lot of people say. But he might come to Vegas. He's kind of back and forth. I think if Jamie Pace and his girl Delana go, Keith will go because he can hang out.
What are they waiting for? Tell them to hurry up and make a decision.
Because it's a school year and they got 2 toddlers and an elementary school kid. And
Oh yeah, you got to get babysitters and stuff. Yeah. That's why we don't have kids.
Oh, look how sweet Robert is. I'll be there. You won't be there by yourself.
That's true. That and we're too old to have kids. But yes, I mean I do have a kid, but she's 28.
She's real old. You got that shit taken care of a long time ago.
Yeah,
you were like, I'm gonna crank this one out while I'm still a teenager and be done with it.
That's it. That's the way to do it.
Mine are grown too, and I don't even have any pets right now. I had a hamster, but she passed away.
No, MC hamster.
MC hamster. So I really need a new rodent in my life.
Wait till you move. Wait till you move.
Oh, definitely I am. And I'm still back and forth. One day it's, okay, Keith, I'm serious this time. I'm getting 2 guinea pigs. And then the next day, but wait, look at these gerbils. I need some gerbils. And then it's, no, I really like hammies or rats. I like rodents, period. And I can't decide. Yeah. Yes, I like rodents. I like pet rats. I like watching horror movies.
Rats are really sweet.
I've had pet rats and hamsters. No guinea pigs, but I've had rats and hamsters.
Rats are super smart.
Yeah.
Mine was trained, litter box trained.
Susan says she has a question. What is the question? You just typed the word question.
Well, I probably freaked her out when I'm like, I like rats. Most people even say that. And they're like,
never mind.
Forget it.
You wouldn't be surprised.
Wait, maybe the question is she's saying, because it says hi y'all and then it says for all platforms and then she said question. So I think maybe she's asking if it's for all platforms, and if that's your question, I'm going to tell you right now, yes, this is for all platforms. I think we said earlier that there's only one session that is going to be kind of about eBay, stuff on eBay, but otherwise, that's out of like 12 plus sessions that we're going to have. The majority of things, like stuff with Mark II, who is a CPA, tax guy, his stuff, it doesn't matter what platform you work on, you're going to be able to get something out of that session. We're going to be talking about hiring people. It doesn't matter what platform you sell on for that. We're going to be talking about wholesaling and sourcing. So there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be talking about. It really doesn't matter what platforms you sell on. And so you don't need to worry.
You definitely want to be a reseller.
Well, yeah, you want to be some sort of reseller.
Doesn't matter where you sell.
Yeah.
Somebody said to get a Furby. I have a virtual hamster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an app and I have a virtual hamster, and his name is Ham Solo.
Yes, what's a nerd?
So I have a question. First of all, who in the chat has already gotten a ticket and is coming? And then my next question, who in the chat wants to go, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet, or they haven't decided? Is there something that's keeping you from making that decision? How can we persuade you to come hang out with us? Okay.
Well, I mean, you get to meet me.
Yeah, it's her channel. Come hang out with Star. Forget us.
I said us. When I say us, we are all 3 here right now. All 3 of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Robert is in. Well, I actually saw a screenshot of Robert's room reservation, so I know he's going.
All right. Yep, I see.
Okay, so Susan says distance. We actually have someone coming from Canada.
Yeah.
So we do have people coming from all over the country.
I think she's sneaking over the border to get on a flight in Washington to get down here. I don't know how she's going to get back home. There's still iffy things going on in the Canadian border, but she's making it happen. So she might get a special prize for farthest distance traveled.
Oh, Carrie Berry's mom. I haven't seen that name in a while. I work at the Registrar of Voters. You would need to change election day. Is election day in the middle of the end of October?
I have no idea.
Where you're from?
I don't know.
I don't know. I only know about the one every 4 years.
Yeah.
I vote in local.
It might be like a special election.
Yeah, but they remind you, like locally. They're like, hey,
yeah,
come vote. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's today.
October 2021. That must be maybe like a local elections thing going on.
Yeah. Sorry, Fire Gal. Rather than us change the date by a week, how about you change your cruise date?
Yeah. Come on.
No, Pahrump is actually only an hour away. Yeah.
Robert, they're not coming for you. They're coming for me. They're probably coming to meet both of the Plush royalty. If you guys don't know, I refer to him as the Plushie King.
I did know that.
Like the Wizard of Oz, he's the king of the East, and I'm nope. See, can't even do directions. You guys, what am I doing on YouTube?
You're the East. He's the West.
Thank you. See, I'm from the West Coast, so I always want to put myself, because I'm from Arizona, I want to put myself over there. And until it's denial that I live in the Northeast. But that's not for much longer. But yes, he's the king of the West, and I am the queen of the East of the plushies.
All right, Fire Gal.
All right, I get it.
You'll have to come next year.
Sorry. We would lose a lot more than that if we changed the date by a week. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And all the people that have already bought plane tickets.
Yeah, I think we'd be lynched. I think there'd be the people come after us with the pitchforks. It's not going to be good. We couldn't change the dates.
Yeah.
Poor Cheryl has booked her plane ticket before we even had the tickets for sale, and she was like
ready to go.
I think she was probably our first ticket sale.
So where are you guys? Are you guys going to be staying on Fremont Street?
Yes, we're staying at the Golden Nugget. We got a suite there because we just decided we're in Henderson, which generally is only like 15 minutes to the strip, but it's about 25 minutes or so to the venue. So we were just like, let's just stay downtown with everybody else. So we actually booked a suite Monday through Friday. So we will be downtown that whole time. So we'll be hanging out, partying with everybody.
Made reservations there as well.
Yeah, it's a good place to be. And like I was saying to anybody else, we're going to be at the Golden Nugget, but like I said, on Fremont, everything's really close together. So any of the places that you pick down there, you're going to be right where the action is. So you don't have to worry about it. It's pretty much like you hang out on Fremont Street and then you're like, all right, I'm going to bed. And you walk 5 minutes to wherever you're.
Yeah. One of the other thing that I think that's nice about these hotels, first of all, this event is cheaper than eBay Open, ever has been. But also the hotels are a lot cheaper than, had you stayed on the strip, or if you'd stayed on the strip where, where the events were for eBay, but Mandalay Bay and the Venetian, those hotel rooms are a lot more expensive than most of the ones downtown Fremont. So you can do it very inexpensively if you want to. All of the info, Susan, is on the website that is linked below. It's resellerremix.com.
Yeah.
I'm going to copy it and put it in there.
And you can look at all the different hotels down there. Also, you can look on Airbnb because a lot of the hotel rooms in that area are on Airbnb too. It's really weird. So, it's another option to kind of look at pricing and stuff like that.
So, Robert, if you're coming in Sunday through Thursday, I hope you're leaving on like a red eye Thursday night, because Thursday night is the party. That is the best. That is the best night.
You get a party, man.
He's driving. He lives right in Northern California.
All right. Well, then
then he changed it to Sunday through Friday.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm going to be leaving Friday, but when I book, I haven't booked I got the room booked. I haven't booked my airfare.
So Fire Gal asked, are we going to do a thrift one day? No, the conference is just, we are jam packing information. We don't have time to do thrifting through the conference itself. I'm
sure other people will be going and doing their own thing.
This is a conference center that we're paying a ridiculous amount of money to put this event on. So leaving to go thrifting with people is just not something we can do.
But for, most people are getting there at least a day early, leaving at least a day later. Like, definitely check out thrift stores and stuff in town. There's plenty of stuff to do and see.
Yeah, we went to Savers last time because Casey and Colleen and Cindy, a bunch of people in our group, did not have our costumes for the 80s, and we put them together right there at the Savers.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Casey's like, he was supposed to go, and he backed out, and we said, well, if you're not going to go, whatever we bring back to the hotel is what you're wearing. He's like, yeah, I guess. And y'all saw how we dressed him. It was pretty ridiculous, but I'm like, listen, if you're going to back out on me, you're going to look like a total dweeb. Period. Sure. So, yeah, I'll be flying out Friday. I'm going to try when I get my tickets to make sure it's a late flight so I can do, like they said, stay a day later and do some stuff. Maybe
go to the pool at your hotel. A lot of the pools are really nice.
Yeah.
And this will
still be open.
They are open until November 1st. The pools close November 1st at the hotels here. And they're still warm and nice in October. But also it is not super busy. So your pool will probably not be super busy like it is in the summer.
Yeah.
Like right now you're on top of people in the pool. It's
and
gross.
I heard for people who stay at the D, which is another one of the hotels down there, apparently you get to use the pool at Circa.
So
I
we're
heard
going to be
something
hanging
about
out with
that.
our friends that are staying at the D because I want to see the Circa pool.
We just want to go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be hanging out with friends at the Circa. We looked at the Circa, but it was like almost double what the
Yeah,
Gold
it's expensive.
It's a brand new fancy hotel. It's only been open for a few months. It is adults only, which is nice. There's no kids even allowed at the hotel or the casino. Which
But it's got like a rooftop pool. So if you could stay at the D, then you can go and check out the pool.
I mean, it's pretty neat, but I'm not going to be in my room much. So
Right,
exactly.
why would I pay double the amount just to sleep?
Yep, absolutely.
We're not going to be in the room. We're going to be.
Which is why we're staying at the Golden Nugget.
Yeah. Then I went through booking.com, just so you guys know, everyone watching. It's where Robert showed me to go. It's booking.com, right, Robert? And you can reserve it with a credit card. They don't charge you. And it's really reasonable. Like, I think I got my room for 4 nights for $350.
Nice.
Before it was like $600 after the resort fees and tax. Your tax is high. It's like 13%.
Taxes and resort fees are stupid, and they've actually gone up since COVID. So, I mean, they're trying to keep their costs and their money they lost somehow from last year.
It's still pretty reasonable. $600 for 4 nights at a resort and 100% cancellation. So if Keith and Caitlin decide to go, then the 4 of us can upgrade to another room.
Yep.
And share the cost or whatever. Or if I had to back out, or if anyone's on the fence, don't lose out on getting a room. This place has cancellation, or you can upgrade for like a nominal fee if you need to. Like,
and there's so many different casinos and hotels that you can stay at that are in that area. So I don't think you'll have a problem finding a room.
And it's a business trip, so it is a write-off.
It is a tax write-off.
Yes.
It's tax deductible. Your airfare, your beverage, your food, your hotel room, your your conference ticket. All of this is a tax write-off. I would say if you are on the fence about something, but you're thinking that you want to go, but you don't want to book your airfare yet, or you don't want to book your hotel room yet, don't hold back on the ticket purchase, because that is going to sell out. You'll always be able to find a hotel room and a flight.
Yeah.
The tickets will sell out. So that's my only thing. The tickets are non-refundable, but we have said in extreme emergency, you're always able to sell it to someone else and we can transfer the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else? Anybody have any more questions, comments, concerns? Anybody want me to stop doing YouTube because I'm an amateur?
Susan,
it
will not be virtual or recorded. And the real honest answer for that right there is that costs at least $5,000 to do that professionally. And there is no cost benefit for us to do that.
And we don't have the time to do it ourselves. And this is our first year doing this. So we're just trying to do everything as simply as possible. To make sure everything goes as smoothly as possible. Now we will be, putting stuff up on social media, stuff on Instagram throughout the week. And, so you'll get to see bits and pieces of like what's going on. And we are having on Thursday before the party, the final closing session is actually going to be us doing our YouTube show live. So all of you guys at home can participate in that. We're going to be doing it live with our, whole with all the people that are there for the actual event, but you guys at home will be able to watch it. If anybody saw when we were at eBay Open in 2019, we did a live show from a suite for eBay Open, and it was really fun. We had over 100 people crammed into a suite, and it was a lot of fun. So we're basically going to do something like that again, only this time it's going to be like over 300 people. So it should be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be good.
We'll have our own live studio audience.
And I'm sure that there will be people there, doing like little live stories on Instagram and updates and pictures. So there'll be a lot of stuff to see, but I don't know about everyone else, but if I didn't go and I was looking at everybody else's pictures and videos, I would have severe FOMO.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm going, only because of the FOMO and the peer pressure. Now, this is a really, really good way to get to know people within the community and make connections, and business connections, but friendship connections. I mean, and I'm in my 40s. I know I don't look it, but I'm in my 40s, and some of the best friends I've ever made my whole life have been people I've met through reselling, through the community.
Same.
Yep. Same for me too.
I'm my mid 40s and I can see the same thing. Yeah, I mean, we're really excited. We have, List Perfectly is one of our major sponsors. eBay is also committed to sponsoring this event. Just so you know, this is going to be sponsored and endorsed by eBay. We will have a few eBay employees present.
Sizely has signed on as a sponsor. We have a few more coming up, but maybe so. It's gonna be really cool. There's gonna be lots of really cool stuff. Like we said, lots of really cool giveaways, and lots of fun. So
we're excited.
Yeah. And it'll be a really, really good way to network, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. It never hurts to have friends. It never hurts to meet people. It never hurts to network. I mean, even the fact that we use, oh Lord, now I'm going to have a brain fart. The Boxery. We use the Boxery gosh, I talk funny sometimes. The Boxery. We use that for like all of our shipping supplies, and it's because I met one of their people at eBay Open in 2018, and they just impressed me with how nice they were and how knowledgeable they were, and so we order all our supplies from them now. And I met the List Perfectly girls there, but even beyond just business contacts, like some of the best friends I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, some of the obviously. We met at eBay Open, so that's right there. But we have also met some of our absolute favorite people and dear friends through different reselling events. So
yeah, we can't leave that out. They met at eBay Open.
Yeah,
now they're engaged and
romantic.
We met 4 years ago at eBay Open.
Crazy.
Wow, I can't believe it's been 4 years already. Jeez.
Yeah, you sick of me yet?
Yes.
I think about how long I've known Keith. We were best friends before we were together because I was married before I met him, and then we were friends. So I've known him for like 18 years.
Wow.
We've been together for 8 or 9. Man, I feel old. You ladies make me feel old. I'm actually older than Katy, I think.
I'm the baby.
Did you just turn 42, right?
Yes. I have to think about it. Yeah, 42.
Yeah, I just turned 43 in May.
See, I'm the baby. I am the baby.
You are. I just turned 46.
This old lady over here.
Last month. I'm old.
Robert might get a Gaylord or 2 of Plush on his way home.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure, why not? All right, guys, if you don't have any more questions right now, this will be uploaded to my YouTube, and so you can always come back on that and leave any questions, comments, or concerns. You can certainly follow the Instagram for the event, which is linked down below. You can follow these ladies on YouTube or Instagram and join their Facebook group. You can join my Facebook group. All of these links are down below. And ask any questions you have or any concerns or anything.
Yeah, feel free to reach out if you just want to ask questions about the event or, questions about Vegas or concerns about coming by yourself or anything like that. We're here to answer that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And anything else reselling related, obviously, you can ask questions. That's what I'm here for. I love to teach. That is the real reason why I'm going. Other than the fact that I'm seeing all of my really good friends and networking, I love to teach. I love to connect with folks. I love to teach. That's the whole reason I started a YouTube channel. So if you have questions, I'm more than happy to help you guys. I love helping people not make the same mistakes that Keith and I made along the way.
Same. That's what we love to teach. We do the same, we feel the same way that you do. We love to teach resellers in the community. I've been teaching people in the community for well over 15 years at this point. Long before YouTube was a thing or Facebook was a thing. And,
when I was still in high school.
Shut your mouth. And on that note,
Keith is 11 years younger than me.
Oh, you are a cougar.
We'll just put that out there. Anyways, as Robert always says, don't fiddle fart around, guys. Go be productive. Go make some money. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Follow them. Subscribe to them. And that's everything I've got. Do you guys have any last words?
Thanks for having us on. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us on. It's nice.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Hey, thanks for inviting me to be a speaker and for coming on my channel. Appreciate it. We're excited. All right, guys. Thanks, as always. Y'all are the best. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.